Morning. It's a Sunday morning. Finishing up, getting everything ready. We just, one thing I wanted to show. I was watching Andy Horrigan's video the other night where for his dual spacers in the front, there was the hole where he could go in with an extension to check the oil. They put a pipe on this one, on this 8295, and then your plug's right here at the end. So all you gotta do is pull the plug off, which we just did. The oil was fine. A little bit come out. Same thing on this side. Then we greased the whole front end. We put grease fittings in where they just had plugs. When I bought the 8235, they had just the plugs in them too. So now this is 100% ready. Scotty's back taking the scale out of the 8235 to transfer to this, because this will go in the cart this fall. And then we will be 100% ready. Scotty's gonna be on YouTube. He's the one that installed the scale and all the menagerie of wires, so he's the one disinstalling it to reinstall in the other tractor. And then we're going to try and find a plug to put back in this tractor also, just in case we ever have to swap back and forth, which we hope we don't ever have to do, because it's a pain in the ass. So hopefully we never have any problem with the 8295. So the scale can stay in there. Yes, I know it's dark back here. I should have turned the lights on. Do you want the lights on?
What's that?
You want the lights on?
No, I'm
No? All right. Then we will be completely 100% done getting everything ready for spring, and that tractor will be ready for fall. Combine, we won't worry about till probably August, maybe the 1st of September. We'll pull that out. Big ass long AC line showed up. That's going to be a joy to put in. That's a next week project when Colin comes to do the transmission calibration in that tractor that needs this line. It looks like fun. Lots of fun. Scotty's getting the scale in here. Got the scale in. Now we're just hiding wires. I did take a picture of that short wire. Texted it to my salesman, told him to get me another one so we can put it back in the other one and be done with it. That way if we have to switch back and forth. But hopefully we don't, because that would suck. But in case we do. So probably the next thing I film will be fighting with that wonderful AC line with about 10 different kinks in different directions. Yay. Loading corn. Being that we just turned the sweep arm on.
Why?
Look, it's Barb.
Hey.
She argued with me. I wanted her to do this job out here, and she said no. But she doesn't like the fact that it speeds up, slows down. You gotta constantly be adjusting it until the sweep arm gets maybe 10-15 feet. And it stops flowing into the other sump. So I wasn't going to argue with her. Not to mention this load will be full here in just a few minutes, so it's not like she's got to shovel much. So for all of you that say I'm a rotten husband because my wife is shoveling, no, I'm a smart husband. I didn't want to argue with her about doing this part because she hates having to be responsible for slowing down and speeding up out here and whatnot. You're exhausted, right, buddy? Tell him I'm not a mean, cruel husband that makes you shovel.
Okay, well, you're not a mean, cruel husband that makes me shovel.
That was your choice. I don't know why she won't stand outside. And
That's because if the stuff screws up outside, you yell at me.
I don't yell at you.
Yeah.
Stop that. She just doesn't want to do it. So she goes inside. The reason why she's helping me this morning is because it's 8:30 on a Monday, and the friend who's a boy is in school. So I need to get him to start coming at like 12:30 from now on, because he's out of school at what, noon? So
He gets home at 12:30.
yeah, so that way the friend who's a boy can do it. All right. Come on, Zoom. Plan of attack for this week. My cousin's 450 quad is on the tile plow over there, and the backhoe sits behind the 8295. We got a little bit of tiling done the other day, and then he started having issues with the quad. So apparently we're waiting for somebody to come and look at that. I was losing RPMs, and just basically you lose RPMs, you don't have any power. So 8235 sits back there. Colin is coming tomorrow. We still need to do the transmission calibration in that and put that air conditioning line on. We just had a very miserable weekend around here. Well, actually the weekend wasn't horrible, but the end of last week was. Today is nice, as you can see, sunny. Going to be like mid-50s. Actually, no, they say it should push 60. Tomorrow's mid-50s. Middle of the week, chance of rain and snow back down into the 40s. Yay. Yeah, hopefully that's it. The zero turn is waiting for the John Deere dealer to come and get it, because it won't run when they tried to mow the lawn this weekend. So ended up mowing the lawn with the old 190C. So corn contracts, I think, are full. I probably have, between the two bins, another 4 loads, three to 4 loads to get rid of. Because as you just saw, we just started the sweep arm on that one. And not even a quarter of the way sweep arm on the back bin. For all of you farmers, you know, you non-farmers don't. The very first load sucks when you have to turn the sweep arm on, because you got to open the 2 outer sumps, and it starts filling out of that, and then all of a sudden a bunch will come out of the center and fall down in, and you got to hurry up, close it down before you run the auger over, and then open it back up, and it's just a pain in the nuts. That's the part the wife doesn't like, because she's afraid of overflowing the auger or doing what the friend who's a boy and I did on the back bin the other day, which was plug the auger. And then I have to take it apart, get a pipe wrench, crank on the pulley to get the corn out, tighten the belts up. It's a gem. So anyways, this week's projects, when we get going, will be more tiling and finishing up the last of the repair work that we have to do here on the 8235. And he is just, you are just wore right out, aren't you, at 9:30 in the morning. So, looks like our, come on Zoom, you son of a bitch. Looks like our tiling is at a halt for now, because apparently the red tractor has an issue with its turbo. So when my cousins all like to rag on me and, you know, tell their kids and grandkids, teach them to say green tractors are junk, red tractors break down too. Just so you know. Kind of like Fords and Chevys and GMs and Dodges. They're all great when they run. They're all junk when they don't. But as you've seen in a previous video, which I don't even have a clue which one it was, where they came out and worked on this, the new field cultivator I bought last year, because the cylinders were leaking somehow and making the center basket drop to the ground. Well, it would have dropped by now, so apparently they got that right. They came and fixed that, or came and brought those back today and put those on. Tomorrow morning I gotta load corn again at 7 o'clock, so the friend who's a boy will be here to help load or go in the bin and sweep and shovel before he goes to school, as long as the truck shows up on time. So, and other than that, tomorrow, I think I said this earlier in the video, but Colin is supposed to be coming so we can do the transmission and the transmission calibration and that air conditioning line. And basically we're ready, other than the fact that Mother Nature's not ready the middle of the week. So when it's supposed to snow again. And until the red tractor gets fixed, I guess we're not tiling. So what do you think, buddy? He don't care. He's getting old and tired. So this isn't a real long video, but you got to meet the beer fairies. Still don't know who they are, but them smart sons of bitches, when they brought the beer before the live stream last week, they saw my GoPro sitting there on the counter, and they turned it on and revealed, kind of incognito revealed themselves. But we still don't know who they are. But so beer fairies, if you watch this, you need to stop in on one of our live streams, and you know, sooner or later we gotta figure out who we are and meet you. So I'll probably just have Barb put this one out, because then I can make another one of the fixing shit we gotta do tomorrow.